Hey guys, welcome back to another video. You're not alone. Please like, comment, subscribe. Helps me to get on the algorithm. And today's video, I just want to talk about how semen retention killed the old me. And I'm happy about it, honestly. The way I was living before semen retention, man, I don't even know how I got as far as I did. Like, I was getting girlfriends here and there. I had cool jobs. But regardless of like how society treats men that don't retain, it's just a night and day difference. And it just leads me to think, like, why did I have to discover this so late on in life? Like, why is this some secret that you have to discover and then get invited into the club and all these different things? But then you also realize too, it's like, you can go out there and tell people about it, but semen retention is one of those things where you kind of have to stumble upon it. And a lot of people stumble upon it from going through a bunch of trauma, or they finally tell themselves like enough is enough. And I think for me, it was like a combination of both. Like, I was just going through a bunch of things. I was like, man, something has to change. And then as soon as you hop on it, it's like you feel the difference in a week. You go a month, 2 months, then you get all these spiritual benefits, these spiritual upgrades. And in the process, you're gonna have an ego death. I don't know if you guys know what an ego death is, but ego death is pretty much a loss of identity. You get to a point where you don't even know who you are anymore because that old version is quite literally gone. It's quite literally dead. So your old likes, your dislikes, your goals, they kind of change up. You have to step into a new version of yourself, and it's extremely hard. And that's one of the main reasons a lot of people can do semen retention. A lot of people, they don't really think as deep. They don't really have the ability to self-reflect. So if someone hops on semen retention and they fail, they're gonna tell themselves, oh, I just wasn't strong enough, or temptation is too much. Or also, some people go as far as to delude themselves. Once they see it can't work, they'll tell themselves, they'll start listening to the doctors saying, oh, you know what, that semen retention stuff isn't even healthy. Like, it's much healthier to go release with somebody, to go just like watch porn or something like that. They'll start believing like the Matrix programming. But once you have your ego death, like, people don't realize that you have subconscious limiting beliefs that's stopping you from hitting a good streak for yourself. And semen retention makes you face all of that. And through the process of facing that, do you think you're going to come out of that the same person? The old things you went through, your traumas, the way people were treating you, life experiences, all of that molded you into like this one person. But then when you're on semen retention, you elevate out of that. It's like you no longer are a slave to like your old programming. You're no longer a slave to your trauma, the system, all these different things. So you have to kind of get burnt down a little bit. You have to get knocked down, because what's going to come out of the ashes is a whole nother person. Think about this new version of you, right? If you guys have hit like month, 2 months, like on semen retention, you see that you're a lot more in your masculine, you're a lot more confident, assert all these different things. Do you think that you can just become that without having to like go through growing pains? No. Like, another reason you kind of act like that as well, you're more stoic, all these different things, is because on semen retention, you just had so much different things thrown at you that the old you was like, whoa, what's going on? I can't handle this. And bam, that person's gone. And now you're stepping into this new version. And it's so crazy too, because you don't really see, it's not like an overnight change. You hop on semen retention, and then you kind of just look back. Regardless if you hit like a consistent streak of like a year or 2 years, if you're hitting like a month here, relapsing here, this and that, I'm not saying to do that, but regardless, you doing that, you're gonna look back in a year from now and be like, whoa, like I've changed like a lot. I kind of look at myself sometimes and I don't really even recognize myself. Sometimes I still view myself as the person before I hopped on semen retention. It's the only reason like I know there's a difference about me is because of how people are treating me. It's like I quantum jumped into this whole nother reality where people are respecting me, people are saying they're proud of me, people want to emulate me, which is nothing bad about that anyway. People kind of just look up to me, follow my leadership, all these different things. I wish I can like really show you guys how like my life was beforehand. I think I'm gonna put like a before and after picture like in this in a thumbnail. That's not gonna do it justice, but just letting you guys know that the old me was getting manipulated by everybody. The old me thought everyone was a kind person, trying to put that energy back out into the world. The old me was playing a nice guy, thinking that that's what was going to get me girls. The old me was also addicting to wanting to get girls and all these different things. All those things are out the window. And then once you kill that version of you that wants to please everybody, once you kill the people pleaser, once you kill that person that's codependent, and you start putting all that energy back into yourself, it's an oxymoron, but the same things you were chasing before semen retention is not going to be chasing you. And that's just how the universe works. Like, now I have girls, like, when the old me wanted women, all those different things. Now I don't really care for it. Now it's coming my way. The old me was like chasing money relentlessly. This new version is like, I don't chase it. I just kind of attract it. It's like, I don't really have to worry about money issues and just like a bunch of other things. And it's only getting better and better and better. Things that you would want to accomplish if you were not retaining, that would probably take a year, semen retention will accomplish it in double the time. This new version of me wakes up and wants to take on the world. The new me wakes up and I'm not a victim to my circumstances. I'm a conqueror. I'm a man. That's like a man's supposed to be. You get me? So all this like male loneliness epidemic, that does exist. All of this men thinking that like the system's against them, all these different things, it is true, but semen retention like transcend you from like all that BS. You get me? So when I hear like men complaining about the same things, like these girls are doing this, the system's like this, the male loneliness epidemic, retainers, I would tell them, just keep retaining. You're gonna see what's gonna come your way. Regular people, I can't tell them. All I can really be is like an open ear for them, because they're never really gonna be able to see what I see. Because I'm telling you, some people just have to kind of go through it, get molded through it. And that's why this is what I like about semen retention too. I'm starting to notice that when I talk to people that hit like those 6 months, a year, 2 years and up, you can tell who's like BSing you, who hasn't really done it and who's really done it, because how they're going to be talking, they've been humbled. They've been humbled by the universe. You get me? Like, if I don't know how to explain it. The old me, if I had the abilities that I have right now, I would be moving super cocky, egotistical, all these different things, because I didn't have to go through all those different experiences. But you talk to a retainer that's on 6 months, they just seem very calm, very tranquil, very genuine, very kind, very giving. You know how you have to, you know what kind of stuff you have to go through to kind of be like that? The world is a very hard and like very narcissistic place. The people that don't really suffer, those are the people that they want to put their miseries like on other people. They want to put people below them. But retainers, we have to go through hell and back to get this version of ourselves. And through hell, that old version, we have to leave that person behind. And I don't know about you guys, but I had to mourn that person, honestly. I thought that I could have the best of both worlds, you get me? But eventually I start seeing that, man, that person is gone. I was looking at old photos, old videos the other day, and I'm like, man, like, it even looked like I was happy in those videos, but I was just masking. I was masking, just using distractions. And once again, it looked like I was happy, but deep down, like, I was running away from something. And semen retention allows you to face that. But like I said, I wouldn't trade this for the world. Like, of all like the bad things I talk about that comes with semen retention, those same bad things is the reason that it's like allowing you to transcend all the BS out here. Things I go through these days, I handle it with grace, because I've already had the worst of the worst happen to me. I'm not going to say that I'm not going to have anything bad happen to me, like that's going to be probably on like a higher caliber tier. But most of it, like I kind of just went through a lot, you get me? So I'm confident that whatever life throws my way, I'm going to be able to get through it with flying colors. And I have semen retention to thank for that. So if some of you guys are watching this video, you guys are still kind of like on the fence about doing semen retention, maybe this video will motivate you, and it's probably a change that you need in your life to become who you need to become. Semen retention just puts you into the natural state of man. All these things that people be talking about on these videos, you're naturally supposed to be like that. But you got people at the top, elites, all these different things I'm not going to get into at this video that's going against you. But semen retention allows you to take your power back, kill this old version of you that is a product of the matrix, and step into this new version that could attract abundance into your life. But that's it for this video, guys. If you guys found any value within this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.